Another big story that we're watching today, Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard may get the green light from Britain's antitrust regulators. Now, the $69 billion deal was blocked in April by the UK regulator, which was concerned that Microsoft would have too much control of the cloud gaming market. We have Yahoo Finance's tech reporter Dan Halley here to break all of this down for us. Dan, I know you've been watching this case extremely closely. How significant is this potential step forward today?
Yeah, this is a big move for Microsoft and Activision on their planned Microsoft's planned purchase of the company. And so let me just go over what this means. Essentially, Microsoft agreed to sell the cloud gaming rights that it would get from Activision. So when it purchased Activision or purchases Activision, it would get access to its library of games that it would then be able to theoretically stream through its cloud gaming service, which is still, by the way, a beta service. But the CMA essentially said, this is not going to allow for the growth of cloud gaming in the UK. It could stifle competition, so we don't want Microsoft to be able to do that. So Microsoft said, okay, we'll purchase Activision Blizzard, but the streaming rights to those games that we would get, that's Call of Duty, Crash Bandicoot, the like, they will be sold off to Ubisoft, which is a French game maker, and then Ubisoft would be able to distribute those as they see fit, including back to Microsoft. So the CMA essentially said, okay, that works for us. There's just a few lingering concerns that we have that we want to tie up with you. And so it appears as though this is going to move forward in the UK. And we have a statement from Activision Blizzard basically saying the CMA's preliminary approval is great news for our future with Microsoft. We're pleased the CMA has responded positively to the solutions Microsoft has proposed, and we look forward to working with Microsoft toward completing the regulatory review process. And then from Microsoft Vice Chair and President Brad Smith, we are encouraged by this positive development in the CMA's review process. We presented solutions that we believe fully address the CMA's remaining concerns related to cloud game streaming, and we will continue to work toward earning approval to close prior to the October 18th deadline. Now, we still have the FTC lingering in the background here. They pulled back on their lawsuit against the company trying to stop this acquisition, but that doesn't mean that if it does close, Microsoft does end up buying Activision Blizzard, that the FTC can just go back and try to break it up after the merger. So this could be a bigger problem for them. And then, there's the question of would the FTC ask Microsoft to do the same thing that it's doing in the UK, in the US? And that's just going to be a hard no. Because the U.S. is one of the largest gaming markets in the world, and Microsoft wants to be able to take advantage of that. And I just want to point out for the cloud gaming aspect of this, it's still very early days in cloud gaming. We have Sony has their cloud gaming service, although it's not as robust as Microsoft's. They are going to start offering newer games. So they have their current PlayStation 5 console. You can't stream PlayStation 5 games right now, but they're adding that capability to their cloud service in the future. Microsoft is also competing with the likes of NVIDIA and other companies that are in this space, including Amazon. But Microsoft has the largest library at this point. They have the most capabilities. And so that's seemingly why the CMA was so concerned about the potential for Microsoft to really take over the space.
Yeah, Activision CEO Bobby Kotick saying in a letter to his employees that the next step, to your point, Dan, is waiting for that third-party feedback here. After then, the CMA sounds like they'll have a final decision, and we'll see this finally come to fruition. And perhaps more broadly, we'll see what this means for gamers, too, and the reality of implementation as well.